things that are like, oh, that. And then it says, well, let me see. Can you highlight? No. No. Yeah, there we go. All right. It's the importance of a good PowerPoint, which is awkward. Because mine is completely dead. First, you must be prepared. You have to be prepared for anything that comes your way. You need to use spell check, because frankly, anybody, it's automatic. It's going to fix it. It's kind of pathetic if anyone doesn't use it. Practice your speech very much. You got to keep practicing. You got to know it, because people, if you don't practice your speech, people are not going to take you seriously at all, and actually they'll think you're a fool. So you want to practice it beforehand. Now, this is where, on top of just like an image, you're going to have to see an office guy going, no. And then a girl like talking, because girls do that. And then there's going to be blaring music, and people are going to be like, what? Blaring music? And then I'm going to talk through this like, oh, music can be so distracting, but so can not having images. So I guess that's double for you. The best way to get rid of music is not letting it fix like this. I mean, you can't even run the music, so I guess I did solve the problem with noise. The next thing you want to worry about is bulleting. Because over-bulleting is just, the goal of it is to be structured, to give you, nice order. But although they can help, they should never be overdone. If they are, it's going to start looking bad. Your audience might get annoyed. After a while, they're going to stop paying attention. And if you bullet too much, your audience will be unable to read what you are bulleting. Never bullet more than a few points on a slide, because if you do, then you're really screwed, because no one's going to know where you're going, what you're doing, and then, or the structure becomes really messy. And soon, everyone will be begging you to switch the slide, because there's too much information up there. And then, if you don't, the audience will stop listening to your presentation altogether. Background issues, which is actually really funny. There's going to be something this shade of green, which I know, and you can't see it, right? Because it's a background issue. And then this is going to clash from the black background. So then it becomes hard to see. See, you can't hardly see that at all. That is very difficult to read. So then you got to keep it clean, And then over here, no pictures. Okay. Right here, okay. There's a big world that I put an image on. And then you got like people talking off, you're like, what? Why the people? And then you keep going. And there's pictures everywhere until it's not clean, but it's really clean now because there's no pictures. So then, this is, relevance is key. Okay, this is a good one, right? There's a big picture that fills the whole thing. You see just relevance is key, and it's this robot, and it's sad, and you're like, what? Because that doesn't have to do anything with my speech. Then I click it, and then there's a guy dressed as Grover from Sesame Street that goes over top of it, and you're like, what? And so then that's why it's funny, because that is double fold, not relevant. And you got to know the boundaries of your text. This one actually works, so it's kind of cool. If you see it running off in the presentation of like making it, then it's obviously not going to make it. And if you put it over top, then that's even harder to see. And animations really don't help the situation, because that's just a mess. You can't read anything that's on there. And if there's a picture, it's even harder, but it's easy, so it's weird. Blank page. You got to keep it simple, like I did here. You keep it white. You keep it single text, and not all that clutter you saw with all those pictures and all that nonsense. Because, frankly, that's just a mess. And then you got to let your slides flow. They'll take you. It's a tool, and they'll just like, but you can't glitter it up like I did, because of all those pictures back there. It's horrible, and you let it help you. You let the presentation, you look at it, and that is my presentation.